Hey Blue Apron, my name's Alex,
And I'm Katie.
and we live in Walnut Creek, California. Tonight we're going to be making a spice rubbed pork.
With sweet red onions and black beans.
We hope you like our submission. Let's get started. Stretch a little bit. Let's stretch.
Rolling.
So now we're taking a look at our main ingredients. So we have 1 roast pork, 1¼ black beans, 2 cloves, and then 2 Italian sweet red onions, and 1 bunch of cilantro. And next we're going to take a look and see what's in the knick-knack bag.
All right, we're going to open up the knick-knack bag and see what's in here. Let's see. We have our nutrition facts, which is very important. We have apple cider vinegar. We have butter, honey, some light brown sugar, and this roast pork spice blend. And we're ready to get started.
So right now we're preparing the ingredients. So now that the oven is preheated to 475, now we're going to wash and dry the fresh produce. All done. Now that the garlic's peeled, I'm going to roughly chop the garlic. It's gonna take forever.
We've drained and rinsed the black beans.
Finally chopped. And now we're finally chopping the cilantro leaves.
Which I won't be eating.
Which Katie does not like. Now that the sheet pan is covered with aluminum foil, we're going to pat the pork dry. Now we're seasoning with salt, pepper, and the spice blend. Looks good.
Now we're going to add the pork to our hot oil and cook it for 3 to 5 minutes until it's browned on all sides. Ooh, look at that. Look at that pork. Now we've drizzled our sliced onions with our sliced onions with olive oil and salt and pepper.
So now we've transferred the roasted pork and the onions onto the sheet pan, and the next step is to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes.
Okay. And now we're going to put it in the oven. Ooh. Look at that. Alright, I'm not going to do this for 20 minutes.
So now we're putting the butter into the pot. Gonna mix this around, Looks good. And now we're gonna throw the diced onions in there.
Alright, now it's been 4 minutes and they are lightly browned and slightly softened. So we are going to add our brown sugar and half a cup of water. And it's going to cook for about 11 more minutes with that.
Now that we've added olive oil to the pan, we're going to add the garlic. Season with some salt and pepper. lastly, we're going to add the black beans. We're going to add half the apple cider vinegar. That's about half. All of the honey. See if we can get every last bit out of there. And half a cup of water. Give that a good mix.
And that will cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Looks like the onions are about done, so I'm going to turn off the heat.
So it's been about 20 minutes in the oven, so we're going to see how the pork and the onions look. Looks pretty good. Looks great.
The beans look ready, so I'm going to turn the heat off of these. Now we're going to add our caramelized onion to the pan of beans, and we're going to mix it all up together. Now normally, we'd add 1/4 of the cilantro to the pan of the beans and the caramelized onions, but because I can't stand cilantro, we're not going to be doing that. But normally you're going to add about 1/4 of this to the pan if you like the stuff.
Now that we've found the grain of the pork, we're going to slice against it and slice it really, really thin. So now we're ready for plating. So we've already put the onions and the beans on, and now we're going to put the pork and the caramelized onions on. So let's see how this thing comes out. That's about half. Other half. One more piece over here. And voila.
So why did we start ordering Blue Apron anyway?
Well, there are a couple of reasons. So first, we're looking for a cost-effective way for us to begin cooking more at home. We looked at some other services similar to Blue Apron. We did a good bit of research, but after listening to some podcasts that we listen to quite often recommend Blue Apron, and doing some research and some good word of mouth, we settled on Blue Apron, and we've been super happy ever since. So what are some things you like about Blue Apron?
I like that it's proportioned well so that, we know what we should be eating for dinner, and that we're eating healthier, we're cooking more at home, which we didn't do that much before. And we're really saving money because, if you go out to eat, you can spend easily $60, $70 in one night, and we don't do that as much anymore. So that part's great, and I really like the variety. We're cooking dinners that we wouldn't have even thought to cook before.